From the home of the Mariners since 1999, there's a look at Safeco Field here in Seattle. Tonight, the second of 4 between the American League's Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. James Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball club a chance to win.
Jose Altuve strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Houston, second baseman, number 27.
Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And EK, you take a look at these Mariners entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, and it's painfully obvious to say, but if they can't score any runs, their woes are just going to continue. They were shut out in the loss yesterday, so what they really...
Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him.
Oh, what a play. Well, that's just good pitching right there. It really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Josh Reddick will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Fry is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What do you think they need to do to keep this winning streak rolling, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
George Springer will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Paxton's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Right side. Romine ranges to his right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
D. Gordon comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, D. Gordon.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
You know, guys, for me, this team does such a great job in 2-strike counts when they put the ball in play. They're in the bottom third in the league in strikeouts, so you know they're going to hit it. Continue to put the ball in play, and that'll give them an excellent chance to win.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And you can see the M's leaderboard in that category right there as he currently finds himself 3rd best on the squad.
Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire with doubles, but he's getting his fair share. Definitely an important part of this offense.
In there, strike 1. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
And the even better news for...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Reddick has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And with that, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a five-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
Grounded back up the middle. Altuve has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Carlos Correa will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night. Paxton steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, he's a guy that's definitely going to attack you with the fastball. He's got a good one, so why not?
Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit here to open up the second.
Down 2-0 here early. They get the leadoff man on to start the second. See how they want to play things from here.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Good breaking ball, and it's in there. 2-2 now. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Romine, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch. And that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Brian McCann will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2. Uriel will stand in for the first time now, looking to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
2 out here and a runner at second. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston. They're down 2-0. Number 19 digs in here for his first appearance. Now to the plate, Andrew Romine, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Second baseman, Andrew Romine.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
This is skied into short left center. Marisnik moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base. D. Gordon gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Marisnick is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marwin Gonzalez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Batting ninth, left fielder.
Stepping in, Jake Marisnick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pulls the string on that one. One strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Still early in the ball game, but these guys don't want to let things get away from them. So back-to-back hits here have the tying runs on base with nobody out.
Jose Altuve will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Heredia going back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Astros will move out in front here 3-2.
Obviously, this is one of the benefits of having a guy like this in the leadoff spot. He's still going to get his chances with runners on base, and he comes through here with a long home run.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Paxton peers in. 0-1 on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Softly on a line to third. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Striding into the box, George Springer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Carlos Correa will dig in. He singled his first time around. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
And even with 3 runs in here, that guy's still a threat to go at first. He may try and make this inning worse.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here, they've definitely got some burners on the roster. And I'll tell you, it's always nice to be able to create some offense with your legs. It really puts the pressure on the opposing pitcher to try and hold them at bay.
But a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Hey, you got to be quick down there. It's the hot corner. It seems like a third baseman, most of the plays you have, it's either on you in a heartbeat or it's a slow roller. Not a whole lot of plays in between. But he stays with it to make the play there.
Alex Bergman is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. 3 runs already home here. Rips this one to first. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Astros lead this one 3-2. Gene Segura digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Ryan Healy will try things again. He hit that 2-run homer his first time.
Well, we'll see how they try to pitch him this time. If he gets another one up there, he may jump the yard again.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
Now digging in to try it again. Nelson Cruz. He flew out in his last at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Heredia swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Yeah, and you know you've got a good changeup when you can come out and throw it first pitch just like he did right there.
0-1 pitch on its way. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And he won't offer it that. Too high, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Near the stands, and he brings this one back in. He took that right out of the first row. Wow!
Oh, nice catch.
Number 19.
And this is not an easy play out there. You can see right here in show motion. He's got to do battle with the crowd down there, but he's able to navigate that sea of hands and then put it away. That's nicely done.
Stepping in now, number 19. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning is over. Brian McCann will be the one to watch. He'll lead. And there indeed is Brian McCann. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Brian McCann.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a pitch right there that you have to stay on top of, or else it's just going to get away from you.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
And it's just the fourth inning here, but he's already given up more hits in this one than he did in his entire previous outing. Whatever he had going on last time out, it ain't happening here.
Gurriel is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
This fourth inning's not starting out any better than the third did.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Runners on the move for second. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a snap move over to first. And the runner will get back standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. On to first, and the throw goes right by him.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Paxton comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Segura for 1.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Here's Jake Marisnick as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. On the ground to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Baseman number 27,
Jose Altuve gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Grounded to short. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros, but they still lead it 3-2. Kyle Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning. Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5.
leading off for Houston,
Josh Reddick heads to the box to start off the 5th in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a foul pop behind the plate. Paxton has his sign. Here's the 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The amazing thing is that he's still yet to strike a guy out so far. But when you've got good movement on your off-speed stuff, you don't have to strike guys out to be successful.
Here's the first pitch to him. George Springer stands in as he looks at ball one here. Both teams with 6 hits so far. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. High strikes probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. This is popped up. Healy is there for it. 2 down.
Well, usually when you get guys to pop up, it means that you've got them off balance, and he's been able to mix things up all night long.
Carlos Correa steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you see there, that total good for second place on this Astros ball club.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Brian McCann digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. 3 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game.
Nope, that's a ball.
And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Now a look and a throw back to second. Just keeping him close. 2 down, runners at first and second. A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
And he really needs to find a pitch to finish this guy off right here. He can't afford to walk this guy and let this rally get any more steam behind it than it already has.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Pickoff move to second, but the runner's back easily. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for the Astros, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. D. Gordon will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys
Leading
look to
off for the
maybe
Mariners,
break the rut they've been stuck
center
in.
fielder.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
So stepping in, Heredia,
Now
as he'll
batting,
look to bring home that tying
number
run from
5.
second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. This is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. And he's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Number 19 steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. This is flared right back over the mound. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. 1 run scores.
Well, baseball can be a cruel game sometimes. Here he does everything right out there on the mound, but this still is going to wind up as an infield single. And more important to him, it's also going to tie this ball game up.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 14 on the season, as it is now 7-3.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Brad
please.
Peacock is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. David Fry will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, they'll at least get a fresh start.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Andrew Romine will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Correa is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 7 and the Astros 3. Uriel will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. Now a snap throw to first. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, this is what happens when you allow that leadoff man to get on base. I thought they might hold him at third with nobody out, but he comes all the way around to score from first on the RBI double.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's Jake Marisnick as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe as he beats the play at the plate, and it's now a 7-5 ball game.
The second baseman.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Art Warden will take over on the mound now here in the sixth inning.
Number 99, Art Warden.
First offering on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. And there's something he just may well remember for quite a while. His first big league punch-out. I'm sure he's hoping it'll be the first of many, many more.
And you hear a lot of pitching coaches talking about pitchers letting their defense do the work. But the truth is, if you want to stick around in the big leagues, you're going to have to take matters into your own hands every once in a while, too. In this day and age, you have to be able to strike guys out if you want to be successful.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Well, he just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
George Springer.
George Springer will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
A little low, it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 5 runs, 11 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gordon over to his right. And that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. D. Gordon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Leading off the inning, Carlos Correa. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And they start him out away with a called strike. This man out for a 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And he lays off for ball 1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And these guys have been on a real sweet run this past week or so, but starting to look like the winning streak's going to come to an end after 6 games.
Alex Bergman digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he's back easily. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Still 2-2. Full count now. 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you've got a big lead out there on the mound, so on 3-2, it's challenge time. He comes with the good fastball here, but this ball gets turned around for a solid single. That's all right, though. Better that than walking.
Gurriel comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Too high. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 9-6 contest now. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
On the money.
Marwin Gonzalez steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
One 0 count. Here it is. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Get up and stretch now here in the great Northwest. The Mariners. Tony Sipp will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Kyle Seager will stand in again as we take you back to the 5th inning for the big blow. A grand slam that obviously has been their biggest at-bat of the game thus far. Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score 2.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order. Ryan Healy will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnick is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And he is in there.
And at this point, every added run just makes it more and more likely that they're going to get out of here with a victory. And they tack on 1 more here on the sacrifice fly.
Nelson Cruz Steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat and one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Hard liner toward short. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 11 and the Astros 6. Jake Marisnick comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Hit in the air out to left field. Heredia is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1 pitch out to begin the 8th. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Jose Altuve comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, here's a little trivia for you, Matt. On May 1st of 2012, Jose Altuve faced Mets pitcher John Roush, who's 6 feet 11 inches tall. The 1.5-foot height differential is said to be the most in MLB history between a pitcher and batter.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Well, you mentioned the largest height differential in history, but that's not entirely true. This may be an outlier, but there was that famous stunt in the 50s when Eddie Goodell, at 3.5 feet tall, stood in for the St. Louis Browns.
Well, that is true, but that was just a publicity stunt. Altuve's at-bats are always for real.
Josh Reddick will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Heredia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. Hector Rondon is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Hector Rondon.
At the plate, Heredia. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Striding in to start the 9th, George Springer. And they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Gordon ranging back. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they've cut this deficit down to 4.
My goodness. This is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Carlos Correa will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Right there for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder. A leap, but he can't bring it back into the park. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game.
As a pitcher, and especially as a relief pitcher, you got to have a short memory out there. But here, he gets burned again on back-to-back home runs. Not really what you want to do when you're coming out of the pen.
Into the box, Alex Bergman, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Brian McCann will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And he'll step off and try again. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Gurriel makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first to be in time to get him, and the Mariners have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Plenty of offense here in this one as we give you one final look at the line score. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.